Saudi Arabia, in the earlier days, was a part of Mesopotamia/Sumeria, and these were ruled by Sumerians. One can find, among the kings of Sumeria, in the king's list of Sumeria, the names of Lord Rama, his father Dasaratha and Bharatha. And there is the Tamil connection of Arabia with the unique practice patronizing poets in Tamil style by offering gifts to them in return for their praising the kings. Saptapathy was practiced in Arabia and Navagraha idols were found in Mecca. Not to forget that Mecca was/is a Shiva temple. Chandragupta Maurya ruled over Arabia and his inscription is found in Mecca. Prophet's uncle composed a poem on Lord Shiva, and the hereditary rights of maintaining the Shiva temple was entrusted to Brahmin families who settled there. There are reports that Sariman Perumal Nayanar, a Shiva Bhakta and king of present Kerala, having met Prophet and became a follower of Islam. The evidence about Sariman Perumal becoming a follower of Islam is not strong. Now to the Brahmins and Brahmin kings of Arabia. According to Vaidi Bandobast report of Gujarat by Mirza Azam Beg, page 422, and widely famous folk songs, later on, when Numvis and Abbasis let loose an orgy of vendetta on Ali Bayat, A.S. Shis and Dats, then Dats returned to their motherland around 700 AD and settled at Dinanagar, district Sialkot, and some drifted to as far as the holy Pushkar in Rajasthan. Starting from Haribanda, modern Basra, on the bank of river Tigris, with swords in hand and beating drums, they forced their way through Syria and Asia Minor, and marching onwards captured Ghazni, Balkh, and Bukhara. After annexing Kandahar, they converged on Sindh, and crossing the Sindh at Attock they entered the Punjab. An ancestor of Rahab named Saivogidat assumed the title of Sultan and made Arabia, Old Iraq, his home. He was a tough and tenacious fighter. He was also known as Mir Sayani. He was a worshipper of Brahma. He was the son of the stalwart Sajoa, Vaj, who was a savant and saint and lived in Arabia, Iraq, around 600 AD. The supporters of Imam Hussain, A.S., and Imam Hussain, A.S., honored the Dats with the title of Hussaini Brahmin and treated them with great reverence in grateful recognition of the supreme sacrifices made by them in the War of Karbala. According to Jangnama, written by Ahmed Punjabi, pages 175 to 176, at the time to the Karbala, 1400 Hussaini Brahmins lived in Baghdad alone. According to the Encyclopedia of Indian Castes, page 579, Hussaini Brahmins are a group bringing harmony and brotherhood between Muslim and Hindu religions. They are greatly influenced by martyrdom of Imam Hussain, A.S., grandson of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and on his children, at Karbala in 680 AD. It is also claimed that their ancestors were fought with Imam Hussain and martyred during the War of Karbala. When the holy month of Muharram starts, these Brahmins starts lamenting the death of Imam Hussain, A.S., in Lucknow with the Muslims. Brahmins are the highest caste in Hindu hierarchy. The Hussaini Brahmin sect, located mostly in Indian Punjab, also known as Dats or Mohils. Unlike other Brahmin clans, the Hussaini Brahmins have had a long martial tradition, which they trace back to the event of Karbala. Some Mohil Brahmins migrated eastward and became as some subdivisions of Bhumihar Brahmins, some of whom are also descendants of Hussaini Brahmins and mourn the death of Imam Hussain. A.S. An eminent example was Sir Ganesh Dutt Singh. Sir Ganesh Dutt Singh, who was a freedom fighter, administrator and educationist, in which capacity he did a lot for improving education and health services in the state of Bihar in the pre-independence era. Sir Ganesh Dutt made generous donations from his earnings and personal property for the development of educational institutions, like Radium Institute in Pitni Medical College, Darbaga Medical College, Ayurvedic College, and schools for the blind, deaf and dumb, among others. A short film based on the life and works of Sir Dutt has been made by Prakash Jha. His essays, articles and books etc. clearly show his love towards Imam Hussain. A.S. According to a Hindu newspaper Partap English, the 21st of April 1949, the Hussaini Brahmins are concentrating in Satkara Cutters, the Rawalpindi Jhelum regions of Pakistan, for the mourning of the Muslim Imam Hussain. A.S. According to the traditions, the Hussaini Brahmins believe that their ancestor Rahab Dutt and his sons fought on the side of Imam Hussain, A.S., at Karbala, and they were martyred along with the Imam. They remained Hindus, but the tragedy of Karbala was commemorated from generation to generation in their families, and even now their clans observe it all over India, although the younger generation is less keen on such traditions. What is particularly striking about the observances of the month of Muharram in large parts of India is the prominent participation of Hindus in the ritual mourning. In several towns and villages, Hindus join Muslims in lamenting the death of Hussain, A.S. by sponsoring or taking part in lamentation rituals and tazia processions. In Lucknow, seat of the Shian Nawabs of Awadh, prominent Hindu noblemen like Raja Tikt Rai and Raja Bilas Rai built Imam Bargahs to house alams, standards representing the Karbala event. The non-Muslim tribal Lambadi communities in Andhra Pradesh have their own genre of Muharram lamentation songs in Telugu. Among certain Hindu castes in Rajasthan, the Karbala battle is recounted by staging plays in which the death of Imam Hussain A.S. is enacted, after which the women of the village come out in a procession, crying and cursing Yazid for his cruelty. This custom is known as Pitna Dalna. In large parts of rural India, Hindus believe that if barren women slip under a Muharram alam, they would be blessed with a child. Another story, which seems reliable, but no strong historic evidence is found yet to prove it completely, is related as to how the Dutts of Punjab came to be known as Hussaini Brahmins. According to this version, one of the wives of Imam Hussain A.S., the Persian princess Bibi Shah Banu A.S., was the sister of Chandralekha or Merbanu, the wife of an Indian king called Chandragupta, famous as Raja Jaisma. More at www.reminisblog.in.